today. I'm absolutely buzzing to be joined by the incredible ESSEL.
Yeah! She said my name right for a start. Yeah. This is early in the morning. In fact, what time is it?
It's
early. It's too early to be going.
midday on a Saturday. Is still fairly early for a Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but thanks for saying my name right. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. ESSEL, right?
Yeah.
People say ESSEL. How?
ESSEL. It really.
Yeah, it's not ESSEL.
You're right off.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. ESSEL, everyone.
Yeah.
They're your initials, right? ESSEL.
ESSEL. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you read my bio? My one sentence.
Of course I did.
Well, that's really kind of you. Thank you.
I know. That's what I've got.
Taking time for your artists and all that.
Exactly. So last time I saw you, we were in Ibiza, right?
Mm.
Do you know what everyone thought?
They thought we were a couple.
They thought we went off and got together in the hotel because we both left at the same time. I didn't even know you'd left.
Shut up.
Yeah. So I got back and everyone was going, "Way!"
They thought you got off with me.
They thought I'd misbehaved with the talent.
Well, you lucky, wouldn't you?
I know, innit? You lucky.
Hey, I love that.
Hey.
Just FYI, my girlfriend's in the corner.
I thought that. We're only joking, I promise. So we've asked you to pick 10 tracks today, which we'll get into over the next 4 hours. How difficult was it for you to pick these tracks? Because I actually hate that question.
Do you know what? I didn't find it difficult at all because these are my go-to ones in sets. They're just a certain era for me in coming up as an artist. I got to grips with a couple tracks and I was just like, after every set, I just kept on playing these certain ones. And not just like all of the sets, but certain ones. And then it just picks the crowd up, do you know what I mean? So it was dead easy.
Let's get into your first track.
Yeah.
Dusky Careless. Almost 10 years old now, this.
It's a belter.
It's so good. Proper like the era of kind of like deep house.
Deep house, yeah.
The best.
It is the best. Do you know what? When I found this track, I fell in love. It was like one of the moments that I fell in love with DJing, and I was like, this track is coming everywhere with me. You know, like if you put a little cute dog in a bag?
Yeah.
That's Dusky Careless for me. Comes around everywhere like, come on, mate. We're going to just throw you out when we need you.
Yeah.
And then everybody, it's like, you know what? Only a certain amount of people know it. It's not everybody. But then you go to some sets and everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not one of those overplayed tunes where you're like, oh. Ugh.
Yeah, I got, my girlfriend told me the other day that it's really big in Australia. Really big, which I was surprised at, but then it kind of clicked in my head because it was released on Oz, wasn't it? So it was released on an Australian label, so it makes sense for it to be massive in Australia, which I didn't know until the other day. No. But I didn't even care if it was big or not because it's just something that I took to straight away.
Yeah, always goes off.
It just drops so nice. Yeah. It's a nice little warm-up as well, you know?
Yeah, especially like summer season, sunset vibes, you know?
If I hear that, I am down in pure vodkas.
Yeah, same. So your second pick is The Hall, Love Parade. Now, this is a banger, and I've seen that you drop an edit with Red Light's 90s vocal on it, which I presume is yours and for nobody else. It's an absolute banger. Why have you chosen The Hall, Love Parade?
Because it was a big tune back in the day, and those synths that really just like do something to me internally. It's like that minimal synthy, growly sound that was made on the proper gear, not like just the computer, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something about it that just warms my whole body up.
Yeah.
And I feel like, it was really big back in the day, but it's not big now because everybody's forgot about it. So I just whack it out, and then you see all the oldies with like bald heads who have like mangled themselves through the day in the set. They're all just like, let's get back to the front of the fucking room. And I'm like, I see you.
Your third pick this afternoon is Armand Van Helden. You Don't Know Me. Can't wait to play this in a minute. Always gets the floor bouncing, good old Armand.
Yeah, it does. It's a don't give a track. The words in it is like, I don't give a You don't know me. You say that I'm not living right. And I sing that to the top of my lungs. If the music went off, I would still be like, you don't even know me. Yeah. And everyone would still vibe off it because it's an absolute belter of a track.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that track.
No.
It's insane.
No.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
It's like booking me for a set. You just can't go wrong.
No, exactly. It's absolutely at the top
Absolute
of the
vibes.
folder. Yeah. ESSEL, your fourth pick today. Track 4 already. Live in Joy. Dreamer. Still an absolute favourite in the dance, this one. You were just boasting about your edit that you're not going to share with anyone. Can you share it with me?
I can share it with you, yeah. Not right now because I don't have it. And it with we need to get this interview done because it's too
Yeah.
good to just keep inside of me.
Yeah.
Live and Joy Dreamer is an absolute banger, especially the boom, 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 boom. Do you know, like the edit I've done right? So it's got the kicks, it just starts in, and then you can just hear ever so slightly the coming in, and no one knows what's happening, and then it just stops, and the music stops, and then everyone's like, "What's happening?" And then it just goes boom, 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 and everyone goes,
What a moment. Yeah. Floor bouncing.
It is.
Do you want to play that one on now, or should we play the original Live and Joy Dreamer?
I think the original because it's such a good track.
Yeah.
It's such a good track.
Yeah, and it's a big pride anthem as well, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Some things I just want to keep for my sets.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Thank you.
But they can have the original.
I'm buzzing about that.
Yeah, you should be.
I am.
Huh.
I feel really privileged.
Oh, you are?
We need to talk about your home city of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Today has to be mentioned. What was it like growing up there?
Growing up in Liverpool, do you know what? It wasn't that busy. That's the difference from here to Liverpool. Like, we have a lot of greenery and animals and stuff like that. So that was nice, and a lot of walks to go on. I think I didn't really do much but dance. So I did like 10 years of dancing, and then after that I just went into, well, I did do singing, but we don't tell people. I was a singer on a cruise ship.
Why can't you, have we had a record yet with your vocal on it?
Sweat, I don't know what time I got home last night.
Was that actually your vocal?
It's just speaking though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you've got to have a nice voice to be able to do it.
I have got quite a sexy voice, to be honest.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah. So yeah, growing up in Liverpool was good for the music scene, I think, because they had a lot of minimal house as well. And I used to I looked quite old when I was like 14 and 15. So I used to be able to get into the clubs, and we'd go there and they'd just be playing a lot of minimal like house. And that's the kind of stuff that I resonated with from a young age. So that's what I try and portray in these tracks. So I think, having that, that club scene really shaped my, direction as an artist now.
Yeah. And
sure.
And in terms of the queer music scene, was there much?
Yeah. We've got this like little area which is called Gay Town, obviously, but it's only a few select clubs. Boys didn't used to be allowed in. It used to just be girls. So it didn't matter if you were gay or straight, but it was only girls that were allowed in.
Oh my God. This is we need more of this.
We do need more of this. But yeah, it was really good. And then the drag queens would be there, and everybody was dead like happy to see each other even if they didn't know you. It was just the vibe from like start to end. We had garlands as well. Do you ever hear of garlands?
No.
They had an event called Bedlam, and it was literally Bedlam. Like, all the drag queens would dress up. It was like Elro but for drag queens.
Oh, sick.
It was insane, and it'd go from like 1 till 8 in the morning.
Sounds amazing.
It was mental.
And what's it like? Do you go back much? What's it like that now in comparison?
Well, I still live in Liverpool, but I just feel like it's got a little bit more commercialised, to be honest. It's not really as sought after to get into places. I liked the fact where you couldn't really find out about the parties that you were going to, or not everybody could get in, but now it's just anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's still a nice place. They've put a lot of money into the area, but the clubbing scene's not really my thing over there musically.
ESSEL, your fifth pick is Bicep Glue. Staple track everywhere still.
It is timeless, isn't it?
Yeah, why have you chosen this one?
Well, one, because it's timeless. I seen it on advert, I seen it on advert for a car.
Really?
I really wanted to go out and buy the car.
Well, there you go. That's when you know it's a banger, isn't it?
Exactly. That was great advertisement.
What car was it? Like a Nissan
It was
Micra?
no, it was like an electric Volvo or something.
Well, yeah, it is a banger.
Yeah. But do you know what makes it an absolute banger is when you mix it in with Sun Goes Down by Clooney.
That's a solid.
So there's a part in that track specifically. This isn't one of my tracks, but there is a part in that track where it just comes out with a vocal. I feel like I want to be inside of you. And then you just bring in the...
Yeah.
Feel like I want to be. And everyone's like, oh my God!
Yeah, my
Who
God.
is this DJ?
I feel like... Have you got any shows in Ibiza?
I do have shows in Ibiza.
Well, make sure you drop that in there, because...
I will. Are you going to be there?
I am going to be there. Front row, babes. You know me. Front
SL
row.
written on it.
Yeah.
SL. You heads.
Your next pick is Hard Drive. What's the track?
Deep Inside.
Calm down, SL, honestly.
So you set me up for that. You let me walk right in.
So this track, as soon as the vocal starts, it grabs you right in.
It does. It grabs you by the balls.
Is that why you've chosen it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Do you know what? I know you said before that I mix Jack with Love Parade a lot, but I also do it with...
Oh, was it Jack? I thought it was 90s, baby.
Oh, I go between Jack, that, and Deep Inside.
Banger.
It's not like an edit I've made. It's just something that
So you drop a live
I just
vocal.
do it on the spot because I'm so naturally talented.
Yeah.
You know?
Great DJ.
I want people to see how good I am with my hands.
Yeah. Wow.
Girls who are listening to this, it's LGBT month and I'm really good with my hands.
Wow. That's very on topic for Pride. I'm glad you've told everyone about that.
I love you.
ESSEL's girlfriend is stood in the corner. She's really misbehaving. I feel like you're going to have to do a lot of apologising.
I'm going to be sleeping on the couch.
This. Yeah, you are. So, ESSEL, you're picking some great tracks this afternoon. We are loving all of them and the banter. But I did want to kind of ask you about what your coming out experience was like, considering it is Pride Month and that is what we're here for.
Yeah. Do you reckon everyone's got a good coming out story?
No, mine's actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. We've got time for her to say it?
Yeah.
What's yours?
What's mine?
Yeah.
I just realised I was a lesbian.
Oh,
And...
yeah, that's really actually.
No, I grew up in Cornwall. It was a really small town.
That's even
yeah, I know. It was rubbish.
Okay.
In the middle of a field, pretty much. Well, not quite. But, you know, I didn't know what a lesbian was. Didn't understand it until I was about 16, 17. And then I realised there was no, you didn't speak about it as much back then, you know.
No, yeah, that's true.
So I didn't know what it was. And then as soon as I realised what a lesbian was, I was like, oh my God, that's me. And then it all made sense. Then I moved to London because that's where the lesbians were. And told my mum.
I'm here.
Yeah, here I am. And do you remember Candy Bar? I suppose Liverpool. Candy Bar was like an iconic lesbian bar in London, and it was quite scary because the first time I walked in, like, if a girl walked in, everybody would like turn and look.
Really?
Yeah, it was quite intimidating.
Just to check you out?
Yeah, just to make sure you were welcome in the venue, you know. But anyway, so that's my quite short coming out story. Yours?
Yeah, I didn't know I was gay until there was a rumour going around in school that I was gay, that I fancied the teacher. And I was like, no, I don't. I was like 15 years old. And I was like, I definitely don't fancy the teacher. And then I was like, oh, I think I do fancy the teacher. And then I tried to hide it. And then when I was like 17, I thought I fell in love with my best friend. And that was weird. And I found it really difficult to come out. So I didn't come out till I was 24. And then
24?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was only when I left dancing when I came out, which was 24.
Wow.
Went onto a cruise ship to be a singer. The day I walked on the cruise ship, I said I was gay.
Wow. And that was
I told a bus driver on the way home, actually.
Oh.
I said, thank you, I'm gay.
And the bus driver was the first person you told?
The first person. I said, thank you, I'm gay.
Oh, that's a really nice story.
It was mental.
Yeah.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
No, I love it. I love it. ESSEL, your next pick is Hot Since 82 Beg. Why have you chosen this record? What's the story?
So I played this originally at my first set in Eden when I was trying to make it as an artist, and the room was empty, and I dropped this like mid-set, and I was like, just enjoying my set, you know what I mean, just to myself. And then I dropped this, and then the room started filling up, and I was like, okay, like people are starting to like the kind of stuff that I'm playing. And I went into a few other tunes after that, which were around the same era, but that one just meant something to me because of the reaction it got, because it meant that people liked what I was putting out. It translated well to the audience, and it made me feel good. Do you know what I mean? It's actually by Youssef, but it's the Hot Since 82 Future Mix, which is I prefer over the original that I drop in all my sets. So yeah, it was quite a staple point in me becoming
ESSEL.
who I am today. Yeah,
The ESSEL.
Yeah.
Let's get into your next pick, Julio Bashmore, El Survey.
Ooh,
I think that was pretty good.
that was really good. That was said really well.
Yeah, thank you.
It wasn't until just now that I realised it was Al Survey.
Yeah, I thought it was, wow.
I thought it was Al Suave.
I actually think that sounds better.
Yeah, El Suave.
El Suave. Should we change it?
Nah. It's an absolute banger though. It's so like easy. Like it's such an easy melody that just sticks in your head. And then you got the
That vocal grabs you in.
Yeah, and it's such a good track to mix with like loads of other stuff. That's when you get like with your Dusky Careless and like stuff like that. Yeah, it's a great track to mix into all sets.
So you still drop it?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
It's a great track. It goes with anything. It could go with Jack. It could go with Deep Inside, like I was saying before. It could go with anything.
Rave is the weapon. It could
go with Rave. Oh, Rave is the weapon, though.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Your next pick, next banger, should I say, this afternoon is Nine Toes Finder.
Yeah.
Why has this one made it on your list? Absolute belter, this.
Because it's like summer in a track, isn't it? Like, you can be as deep and as dark as you want in a set, and as soon as you whack this out, you see all the mums coming with their bags, hitting the guys on the way through, like, Liv, this is me track! And then everyone just does the fingers as well. Everyone just has that vibe together, that one unison moment.
Yeah.
It just goes down so well.
Yeah, brings out a lot of joy.
Yeah, 100%. It's a very joyful track.
We're going to get into your last pick shortly. Sad. This is flying by.
It is.
Are you sad to be leaving the studio?
Not sad.
I would be.
No.
You should be sad.
No.
Oh. But I wanted to ask you this before.
I'm so sad, Charlie. I'm so sad.
But I wanted to ask you this before we let you go.
Yeah.
What does pride mean to you? We've asked everybody the same question. Always got a different answer.
Do you know what? It's just a really nice time for people to come together, isn't it? And celebrate what they worked so hard for, or what the position that they fought to get to be able to, finally be who they are.
Mm.
And so
because it's not easy for everyone, is it? Like,
yeah, I mean, when I was growing up, it was really difficult. Like you said before, nobody really knew, or it wasn't talked about. Now, like, you get like 14-year-old kids that are like, I might want to try it with a girl, might want to kiss a girl, and everyone's just like, okay. And so, like, we fought for that over years, for it to be so open and accepted, which is really nice for our youngsters to experience if they want it, without feeling like it's wrong for them to do it. So, overall, it seems like a really colourful thing for me, that a lot of good vibes, positive things go on. People come together that you wouldn't usually come together, and everybody's accepted from different races, backgrounds, whatever you identify as, and they all come together with music.
Yeah, it is.
Which is the perfect solution, because everybody loves music, and usually it's really good weather as well.
Yeah, always the sun always comes out on Pride. Actually,
Pride,
to be fair. I don't think I've ever been to a Pride and it's raining.
No, it's always a really nice weekend Pride, and I love playing at them because of that.
Are you doing anything this Pride?
I am, I'm actually flying all the way over to New York to play at New York Pride with Jay Warrer.
Oh my gosh, that'll be amazing.
Yeah, she's a G, by the way.
Yeah,
proper
I've
nice
not met
person.
her yet, but
yeah,
she
lovely.
seems amazing.
Yeah, so me and Jay are playing on the main stage together, I think. But
wow.
It looks like a really good lineup. I think they've got a couple of drag queens playing as well.
Wicked. That always goes down well.
I love it when drag queens DJ. Just looks so good.
We actually caught up with Jodie Harsh last week.
Jodie Harsh is sick.
She's amazing.
I DJ'd with her a few years back in G-Bar in Liverpool.
She's the best. ESSEL, your final pick is Breach Jack, which we've actually covered quite a lot in the last couple of hours, but let's talk about it some more.
Yeah, so it's just like a little earworm, like something that gets really stuck in your head, I think. It's one of those like monotone tracks, so I think it's really easy to just walk around all day and be like, I want your body, everybody. It just goes with everything. So I like to put it into any track that I'm DJing with, and it just livens the crowd up. It's a good little filler, a little weapon that I pull out into my sets.
It is a weapon.
Yeah, so I had to put it in this list.
Yeah. It is an accurate definition of a weapon.
Yeah.
A weapon. Okay, well, before we say goodbye, have you got any tunes on the way, anything you want to let people know about? Any exciting gigs coming up?
Yeah, actually, there's a few things happening. So most recently, I just released a track with her and Cheyenne, which is Straight Up, it's not my usual 128 BPM. It's a bit more like 140, but I wanted to bring something out like that while it was hot, because I've always kind of liked music like that, so I didn't kind of want to miss the boat, to be honest. And it's doing really, really well. And aside from that, I'm going to be touring Australia and New Zealand and going back and forth to the US a lot as well.
Wow.
So I'll start a tour.
She's worldwide, everyone.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on right now.
Well, I hope you have an amazing summer.
Thanks, Charlie.
ESSEL, thank you so much for joining me today on Capital Dance to celebrate Pride Month. Your picks have been incredible. I've had a great time with you.
Absolutely, the best time ever. Thank you.
Good. Come back soon, please.
I shall.